Is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Sanjay Jenkins. I am the growth lead at Replo, and the purpose of this video is to answer the top 10 frequently asked questions that people have about Replo. We're going to try to rapid fire through these, and I'm going to try to show you stuff in real time on what the answers are to these questions. The first question that we have is, how can Replo help increase my Shopify store's conversion rates? Now, this is one of my favorite questions because this allows us to start talking about two things. First, the power of landing pages. If you are not using landing pages for your ad efforts, for your email marketing efforts, or just general product promotion, you need to do so right now. A landing page is a unique page. It's focused on a specific product or offer that guides a customer through the entire buying journey in one or two pages. It's like having a salesperson on your store that does all of the education, the entertainment, engages, nurtures, and closes the customer and gets you some revenue. How does that fit in with increasing Shopify store conversion rates? I'll show you. We pop over to Replo. Let's say you have a very basic Shopify store theme, and you have on your product page, for example, all you have is the product image, a little description, the price, and a buy now button. And then maybe on the bottom of that, you may also like section. What we can do with Replo is give you a product page template or a landing page template that has all of the best practices for landing pages baked into the templates. And we've got almost 1,000. I think we're over 1,000 templates at this point. And a couple of clicks, install everything. And then boom, you have something that has an optimized above the fold. You've got a comparison chart. You've got social proof in the form of this review section. You've got a lot of product descriptions and how it works and comparisons, value propositions and FAQ section. And you can continue to add to this just by going over to components and then finding all of the different elements. Maybe you want to do star ratings. Maybe you want to do a deeper product breakdown. You want to explain your brand's ethos. Being able to provide more engaging content that helps sell your product is the name of the game. And in a very few clicks, you can actually pull that off directly in Replo. So that's the first way that Replo can help improve your store's conversion rates. But landing pages and product pages is not the only thing that we do. We can also, in a few clicks, we can give you the ability to create entirely new home. I used a random section, and this is actually from Road Beauty. This is a completely new homepage. So you can take whatever default Shopify homepage section that you have, and you can spice it up using hundreds of templates in just a few clicks. So you go from having a generic type of store to an engaging, entertaining homepage that, by nature of the content that you're able to put on there, by nature of the products you're able to showcase on this new homepage template, you are able to sell more stuff, therefore improving your conversion rates. And then we get even crazier because we are a visual landing page builder and you're able to go in and make all these changes yourself. You do not have to worry about the next version of the page taking forever to create. After you create the first one, being able to swap out content. Let me just change the copy here, or change where this button goes, or change the image. That's all in a few clicks, and you can make changes on the fly. So you can look at your data in real time, see what needs to be adjusted, and then boom, you're off to the races. You are able to make incredible iterations to the landing pages that you build. And over time, all of that activity compounds, and that's what helps improve your conversion rates. So that's just a few ways how Replo can help improve your conversion rates. Let's go to the next question. Can Replo integrate seamlessly with my existing Shopify theme? Now, this is the easiest thing in the world, actually. Replo is so simple to plug into your Shopify store, and most themes work with Replo right out of the box. Whenever there's a custom theme or something that's uniquely coded, sometimes there might be some additional steps that our support team can help you resolve to get things working. But more often than not, I'm going to show you exactly how simple it is to get Replo on your site. Go back into the dashboard, click Add New Project, connect with the Shopify store, test. Let's just say that, create the project. And then from here, you're going to be prompted to select the Shopify store that you want to install Replo on. And after that, you're pretty much done. After you've done this, when you're ready to actually take a page live, all you have to do is hit the publish button. We let you build your landing page and use all of the features of Replo before you publish, and you only have to pay when you're actually ready to take the page live. So when you're ready to publish for the first time, you'll be prompted to upgrade to a paid plan so you can take the page live. Really simple, again, just a few clicks. And the last piece that I want to cover is, where do these pages live once they get published? Well, they live on your Shopify site. They live on your Shopify theme. It's going to be your domain. So let's say it's store.com/pages/ whatever you name the page, whatever you want to create the URL structure. You can adjust the SEO settings, the meta tags, meta description, the image, etc. You can show and hide your theme's header and footer. Again, working seamlessly with your Shopify theme. And we have other advanced settings. If you have custom code that you want to add to the head of the page code, or if you want to hide this from SEO, you can do that with a simple toggle. A lot of really cool things. All of this to answer, yes, we can seamlessly integrate with pretty much every Shopify theme. And if you have any issues with your Shopify theme, reach out to support and we'll be happy to help make sure that your theme is working with Replo beautifully. Let's go to the next question. How does Replo ensure that landing pages load quickly and don't affect my site's overall performance? This is a great question. Before I get started in answering this question, I'm going to pull up a quick doc. We wrote a huge article on optimizing Shopify page speeds and specifically doing so within Replo. One of the first things that I will call out is that we only push Replo code on pages that have Replo content. So if you have a full Replo page, that Replo page on your site, or that page that you build in Replo, obviously is going to have Replo code. If you have a other sub page where you built a section in Replo that you then put into your theme, that particular page is going to have Replo code. But we're not going to bloat your site and slow it down by having Replo code just floating around. We only publish Replo code when there is Replo content on that page. So that's part one. The second thing is, we do so much work to make sure that our pages load as fast as they possibly can. In this guide, we actually go through exactly what page speed metrics are, how to think of them, what's a good page speed, and the steps that you can take to make sure that your pages, whether you use Replo or not, are loading as fast as possible. And we also have a lot of specific elements that's unique with Replo on how we optimize page speed. So the bundle size of our code, how much we can, so we're not pushing out a ton of heavy code, making sure that our images are automatically resized, using the Replo content delivery network, all of these things to make sure that your pages load fast and your site overall loads quickly. We do not want to slow your site down. And again, if you ever have any issues with your page speed, feel free to reach out to support and we'll be happy to take a closer look and help you troubleshoot. On to the next question. Is it possible to use Replo to create personalized shopping experiences for different customer segments? Yes. That is one of the greatest things that you can do with our tool. I'm going to give you a few examples of how people are doing it. The first is when we talked about being able to build landing pages. You can create a custom lander for different offers that you have, different customer segments, and send that page to those specific segments. So for example, let's say you sell shoes. Let's say you sell a particular type of workout shoe. I'm going to use Noble, for example, because I have a pair of Nobles. You can create an offer specifically for men and women, and you can change the content on the page, for example, the models that are shown in the photos, to speak to each of those segments differently. Maybe they have different reasons, maybe they have different value props, so on. You can take that a step further and you can say, okay, this is the best shoe for the active professional, and you can build out entire landing page experience. All the content is around people who have busy professional lives who still want to stay in shape. And the story that you tell and you craft in that landing page experience is going to be completely different than one that you would do for maybe a professional athlete. Just from changing the content, you can create one amazing layout. Let's say this is the layout that you want. And you can tweak this ad nauseum as many times as you want for all the different customer segments that you want. Now, that's all fine and dandy. It's simply as right click, duplicating the page, swapping out some content, boom, you're off to the races. You've got different pages for different customer segments. Now, what we're working on is something really special where we're able to adjust the content in real time based on some specific set of data being passed into the page. For example, I'm not able to pull this up right now, but one of the things that I've seen in the past is Hexclad, the cookware company. They have a hero SKU, which is their full, I think it's like a 13-piece bundle. And most people, when they first purchase, they usually buy one or two pots and pans. They're not going to buy the whole set out of the gate. They have an email flow that tries to upsell people into buying the entire set, and they send them to a Replo landing page. Now, they were able to write some custom code that adjusts the content on the page based on the URL parameters, the UTM parameters that are passed into that page. If someone bought, let's say, the small saucepan, what it's going to show on the page is that 13-piece set. It's going to dynamically change the image out to show that the small saucepan that they've already purchased is like in red. It's that you already have this kind of thing. Get the rest of this for this discounted price. Update the price dynamically. That's a really complex workflow. And we're actually working on our product to be able to make this an easy thing to do without having to have any custom code. So that's on its way. You can still pull that off. We've got some amazing components. If you can search for custom HTML, custom liquid, you can pull in a lot of custom code. Maybe you have ChatGPT write some of that stuff for you, so you can customize content that way. But those are just some of the ways that you can create unique shopping experiences for different customer segments. Let's go to the next question. Can I use Replo to test different page layouts and designs to see which perform better? Absolutely. As we've mentioned before, one of the great things about Replo is we've got so many amazing conversion optimized templates for you to pick from. So let's say we're going to click on new page and we're going to browse template. You can search through all of the different templates, and whether it's a PDP, whether it's just a landing page, whether it's a home page, and you can test multiple different layouts side by side. You can test one layout against your control, which is like your existing, and then try another one or continue to iterate on it. But the beauty of Replo is that because we are a drag and drop visual editor, you can come in and you can just swap out stuff really easily. Swap out stuff really easily without having to code. You can do this on the fly. In addition to being able to have multiple pages testing multiple layouts simultaneously, you can also go on an iterative basis. But the point is, no matter who you are, if you have the ability to copy and paste and type stuff, you will be able to make iterative changes to your landing pages and build really amazing experiences very quickly. So yes, you can test multiple page layouts simultaneously. How does Replo's AI-powered design assist in creating high converting landing pages? This is one of those things where I'm going to say Replo might actually come up short just a bit. We are actually working very heavily to improve the quality of our AI. But right now, if you don't know what page to build, our Replo AI tool is a really great place to get started. So let's just type in, I've done so many of these, and then you can pick the topic. So do you want an advertorial, a listicle, long-form offer page, a video sales letter, product wrap page, or FAQ? Let's want a listicle. Choose the tone of the copy that it's going to write. Let's do direct. Choose a goal. Let's maximize conversions. Let's pick a random product in our catalog, the bomber jacket, and then let's hit make magic. So what this is going to do is it's going to take all of the information and generate a page based on best practices, based on the conversion optimized templates that we've fed it. And then all you have to go do is style it. So you can go in, you can see some of the content has been optimized for the product that we fed it. But I'll be honest with you, despite the fact that this layout being really good off the rip, there's still a lot of work to be done for you to make it yours. What we're working on actively is to make this a seamless process, to be able to look at your website and generate new pages based on your branding, based on your products, based on your content, without having to do as much work after the AI has done its thing. We are working on that. We will announce a lot of those features soon. And I am looking forward to improving our AI product to make building landing pages that much easier.